Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Panzer Strategy, where we're at Moscow. Let's continue where we left off. First of all, I definitely want to shoot down these planes with my anti-aircraft guns. Let's just start up in the north here. So we already have some decent supplies up here because of this medium depot at Olenino. There is a enemy plane up there. It's the 10 strength one. It's not that concerning, but yeah, let's just leave that one for now. So, definitely crushing both of those. And at that point, I have to pretty much question myself. This is going to be an overrun. I think, yeah. I have to question myself, how many units am I going to commit to take Torzhok and its big depot and also Kalinin as well. I might be able to do, let's just do a bit of aviation recon, just try to see what's up there. Please don't get shot down. Again, they have double anti-aircraft. Alright, so they do have a pretty reasonable number up there. I definitely want to, well, let's first of all just send in these. And we do have 2 recons up north, so I definitely want to send this one as well up here. I mean, I'm not worried about anything that's there, just in this general location. Do need to kind of keep these guys in supply, at least for the moment. And this thing is, halfway to working well with the supplies. It's okay, but I could definitely do better. So I have 1 tank, and what are you? You're just a regular infantry. Alright, then we'll send these guys up north together with 1 of the infantry. So these 4 will try to take over this. That will take some time, but I still think that's a pretty decent shot. They probably won't attack anything else anymore, so I'm just going after this. The big problem here as well is that I need to get all the way up to that depot there to regain supplies. And they've riddled everything with mines around here, and they seem to be ready for another, for a counteroffensive of sorts. Well, I'm getting pretty close to Moscow itself here. It's pretty much halfway down the map. Let's just clear these. This is not such a powerful force, but I still need to be careful, because if the T-34 moves ahead, I just need to be careful here. So it would probably be preferable indeed to keep these guys in supply as well. It's not that concerning with that unit. Yeah, these guys can move here and still clear this minefield on the next turn. So it's a good idea probably also to check out whether they have some anti-aircraft around here. They probably do. the enemy anti-aircraft does get more and more powerful. I've had numerous units destroyed. And yeah, indeed, all of these guys don't seem to have that commissar and the other poorly trained abilities anymore. So they're actually, the enemy forces are a bit stronger in this episode than they were before. So that's definitely something to keep in mind here. I have pretty much cleared everything down here. It doesn't really seem to be anything except mines and the such. So again, I'll do the things that are straightforward first. This really sucks. Maybe I'll get an overrun on this guy. Yeah, great. That helps at least. Huh. That can be right. Okay. Wow. Never mind. That cleared them out in one go. That's really good. So with those guys removed, how many more viable targets are there? These guys down here. That would actually be a pretty decent target. And this is a weak unit. The biggest problem is this bunker. Let's just shell them here. Finish those guys off. Yeah, I'm having some big trouble moving around this. I can't just outright destroy this bunker, and then we're pretty much stuck here. Also don't know what this is. But moving my tanks through at least. Question is, would I? Yeah, we'll have to send a few units south in order to take Kaluga and its small depot, for sure. So moving right next to that is not necessarily what I want, but I will take the airfield. Okay. And this small depot is entirely destroyed. So there's a medium depot here. I think I'm much better off gunning for that. And moving ahead from there. So I think I definitely need to bomb what's out there. I'll use incendiaries as well. Just to destroy that. And I'll keep them in the air for now. Even though they're out of ammo, they can easily land, get up, and bomb at a relevant region. I think. They probably have infantry over in there. Which obviously I can't bomb at this stage. I could burn them with the incendiaries. Again, that's probably the best idea. And will at the very least allow me to move these guys all the way here now. I can't see them. Okay, let's move you back because you have a lot more movements. Then use you on these. Destroy it, and I can easily take over the depot of the reserved front then. 3 strength. Yeah, we'll have to think about this one carefully. I definitely need to take Kozelsk here. And in order to do that, let's get this recon going. Not gonna attack here anyhow. Okay, we have the artillery down there. Which means that my Panzer IV moving in here can finish the job there and get me some nice overrun. Really? It would have been nice to at least see what they had there. AT gun, anti-aircraft's gun. Okay, so moving you in here will allow me to demine first. And then destroy the anti-tank gun. Which in turn will allow me to move you. Just damage it for a bit. You're taking the depot, which is apparently doing quite well. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, so now that I've taken that and cleared myself a path down here, finish off those guys. And this is an airfield, so I can also land there immediately after bombing there. Naturally, I didn't take any damage, which was pretty much expected. Let's take that depot, which is at full strength. Excellent. Then taking some of this other stuff. I mean, moving forward is also quite important here. Okay, let's just take the airfield and leave it at that with these. And I could... There are basically two options here. I can go down and immediately cross over in order to move towards this big depot down here. And then I can quickly surge ahead. Or I can move to support these forces and cross here in order to take Kaluga and the small depot. But that is actually a very, very small... There's a small problem because I have to cross the river. So they... I think it's better for these forces to also move to take Kaluga up there. Simply because these guys have less distance to cover, and up there I also need to take Moscow, which will be a lot more problematic later on. So I'm gonna split up these forces into two groups. One will take Kaluga, then head south, and the other one will immediately go down here. And my troops are still in supply, so it matters little. Question is just where do I need the artillery, and I think that's definitely up here. So I'll place them behind the tank. Let's make sure you land. And I actually have quite a few air forces left. Which is really nice. These have been damaged. I really need to take a look what I'm gonna do here. These are down to 1 strength. Well, don't really care that much for 1 strength bomber, but what I do care for is this unit. So that's still a 10 strength fighter. Now I do need to make sure that I have coverage on this bomber, so I have no choice but to attack there. And then cover these guys. I could try to already go after Kaluga, but again, they most likely will have double anti-aircraft there. So I think for now, I'll just move in here, get out again, and just wait for 1 turn. So I will get some juicier targets on the next turn, while I refuel my bombers. Okay, let's move back a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move you out here. Again, don't want to move too far. We'll assault Dubosekovo on the next turn. Alright, another fighter. These guys should actually move back into the airfield to regain that piece of ammunition at the very least. And let's move you out again. It's good they regained their ammunition, because they were all outs. T-34. Yeah, that hurts. Don't have the 88s at the moment.
According to our data, the T-34 tanks were delivered to the rear base of the Soviet 31st Army in the Kalinin city to form a new unit. As for right now, they are not yet equipped with crews. Use this opportunity to take the Russian tanks.
Okay, I will try. So I got a bit hurt on one of my tanks, but overall, I think we did a fine job there. It's very likely that they will actually have a unit across the road here. Yeah, definitely. They're blocking the entire area. Most likely. Yeah, I can't see what's there. I do need to use aviation. Let's use that right here. So we can also see whether there's anti-aircraft guns around this location here. Well, if they didn't attack on this side, surely they won't attack on this one. So this is pretty clear to cross already. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Then there's a bomber somewhere that can attack twice. Don't know which one that is. It might be down here. Probably isn't. Doesn't seem to be that way. Let's get the KVs across because they are heavy tanks. Get me a nice overrun and attack here. I'm not gonna cross here with any other unit for the moment. Unless I can destroy that, then I will. Need to get to the big depot, but these guys are in the way. Let's wait a bit for now. Okay, I'll move you down. And same applies for the infantry. They can get very close to crossing the river. Oh, this is Chula, okay. I haven't really encountered any major Soviet opposition so far, which is, I suppose, interesting. Let's level you up. Got the radius, got the multiple support. Next up, air combat, protecting my aviation as well, is the best outcome here. Let's not zoom in, but I was going to use some aviation recon up here in the north. Or it's more or less in the center. Come on. Yeah, like this. Of course. I might still be able to keep going. One, two, three, four. So if they have anti-aircraft there, yeah, I would definitely have to go and bomb these forward positions instead of further back. But I can't see right now what's the best option there, so I might just as well switch over to a different theater for the moment. I should... Ah, you guys can also level up. Excellent. As I was saying, I was going for auto attack first. Unlikely that they have anti-aircraft further up north. But... well, first of all, the actual thing that I want to use here is this fighter. There's a very good reason why I want to use the fighter. It's because I want to use the 88s on the T-34. But I can only do that if I use my Air Force to actually wipe out those guys. Which is a possibility, but I have to be careful not to get into range on that side. Okay, well, 3 strength. Bomber is much less dangerous. So we know they have an artillery there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from here, it would still be able to attack. However, if I were to... Yeah, unfortunately, this tank is in the way for that. Because it would be very nice if I could draw the attention there. Let's just move up here. Move you in here. And... attack those guys. Then having the recon. Move in here. It's not the greatest of attacks. Indeed. Moreover, actually rather even move them back a bit so that they don't get attacked unnecessarily. And as I said before, I'm just taking it slower in the upper region, so I do have plenty of time there. Down here. Let's take a look. First thing that needs to go is this infantry. But they have artillery behind it. So what I need to do, move in here with the KV and already draw the attention of the artillery. Now that that attention has been drawn away, I can move in here and shell them without too much trouble. Hopefully wiping them out. Well, fleeing is also fine. As long as I can... Ah, that's a shame. As long as I can move in here, clear them out. That's a lot of units, I suppose, but it's mostly mines and bunkers. We'll get through it. Sometimes you just really have to plow through. And let's move in here. Rather just demine for now. And I can attack that from a distance. Now I haven't seen anything in here that could potentially indicate a counteroffensive, so what I can do is definitely just move him here. I don't want to expose him too much, but I think this is already looking good. And I can... I'm still covered by this artillery, and keeping the recon here at the very least does clear quite a bit of stuff. I can take this and this. Without too much trouble. I cleared everything down here already. So these guys will also continue ahead. Yeah, this is just one big minefield. That does mean that I need to do some clearing. Because I'm trying to, at the very least, get to Mos Eisley with these guys. Not necessarily down here. I'm better off just trying to clear out everything in this section. And now I can, at the very least, move through. I'll be damned if there aren't mines there. But there weren't. And we made sure that we could see the artillery that's in there. It's a shame I can't go through, but well, they do have range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They would be able to get in there if the bunker would have been destroyed. There doesn't really seem to be any anti-aircraft gun around that particular region. Let's just destroy that. And now I can actually attack it. Unsurprisingly, that was a pretty good attack. And I'll take that depot. And I do think it's unscathed. Yes, perfect. Alright, looking good, looking good. Start moving more artillery and infantry through the breach. They can already land. At least they got some of this. Question now is where am I going to let them bomb? There's another anti-aircraft up here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're not mutually defending each other. I could bomb there and then fly back. That would be pretty good. It's definitely something worth thinking about. Okay, these guys should be getting fuel, even if it's just a little bit. Right, I also said that I need to go and... Okay, what I can do here, I think... 1, 2, 3, 4. So moving you up 1 hex should keep me out of range of those 2 artillery pieces. Let's use incendiaries for now. Go for double attack. And there are pretty much 2 options now. I can finish off these guys, cross the bridge and attack them. Or finish off these guys, cross the bridge and attack them. To be fair, oh right, yeah. Can't reach both. If I use the bomber to bomb these, okay, let's try that. Let's shell these. Finish off these guys. Then I still had a Junkers 88s that could still move us down here. Right. Let's use the incendiaries. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be fine. Finish off them. And okay, the bunker is still in the way, huh? Okay, let's go here. Wow. Talking about unfortunate. Let's see, so 1, 2. Oh no, I can use these. Come on. Good. Take the railroad station. And okay. Yeah, let's just not cross that river then. I thought I could, but I guess not. Moving in here. You guys will be moving here. And these guys still definitely up in the north. If they're gonna go down there, I still have this fighter protecting them. And for an enemy bomber to go and target these guys, they would need to have extremely good vision. I don't think they have that vision. Oh, wow, I need to take the railway station. Guess I'll do that with the recon. Wow, that would definitely be a waste of those points. Okay, so the bombers are protected. At least up north. What do we have left? Oh, right. You. Now, the biggest problem here is that I don't actually have protection for these, which might become a very serious problem. I don't care about link the fight. Right. I don't really want these guys to go after my bomber, at the very least not this turn. So what I might as well do is just bomb this. So I'll have an easier time getting the supplies through. And that's it for this turn. Strength. Whoa. That's some serious business. 14 strength enemy bomber. And, wow. Definitely need to repair my command unit then. Wow. Okay. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here. We're pretty much at the second defensive line that they have here. Did bypass the first one. So I already... Yeah, the enemy is... I'm pretty close to Moscow itself. There are quite a few obstacles here that need to be plowed through. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be pretty tough. Resistance is a little bit easier down here in the south, but it's still gonna take a good 2 turns before I can crush resistance at Kaluga and at these depots here, and then move on towards Chula. Still have quite a bit of ground to cover, so this will be a long episode as it was before. Yeah, missions are only getting longer and longer. Yeah, so either way, thanks for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It's also 4 stars. Wow. Yeah, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.